Smurfy greetings, YouTubers. It is I3 Hellgear. Been playing Smurfs Bubble Story for a couple of months now, and just the other night, my Smurfs community managed to pass me along the Smurfs Bubble Story survey. So here's how this works. In addition to me posting this on my YouTube channel, you'll find it posted on my Twitter page, which you will find the link to in the description below. Followers welcome. Also in the description below are the very questions I ask and answer in this survey. There are 3 reasons for this. Number 3, normally number 2, is so that this survey can be shared amongst other Smurfs in your various Smurfs communities, especially other Bubble Story players, which leads to number 2. Any Bubble Story players out there who are on YouTube channels that wish to answer this on their channels, let me know in the comment section below. That way I can check out your channel content and answers to this survey. Because no 2 blue buddies or blue babes pops bubbles the same way. And mostly, the number 1 reason, as requested by the community, to answer this honestly without hurting any Smurfs' feelings. First question, how did you find out about the Smurfs Bubble Story game? I found out from this thing. My mask that I got when I saw Smurfs Lost Village at the sneak release. This guy. On the back of it, it shows that icon right there, and it tells you about the Smurfs Bubble Story mobile game at the playsmurfs.com website. In doing so, I've also answered the next question, if I've seen the Smurfs Lost Village movie. I've seen it a total of 3 times. My opinion of it, same question. I still am not getting tired of this movie. In fact, I plan on getting it on DVD. The digital copy of it is going to be released on the 20th of June, and the DVDs are going to be in July 11th, from what the Smurfs movie Twitter page has said. It'll look good next to my Art of the Lost Village book. Next question. What is your current progress of Smurfs Bubble Story? Alright, let me show you. I had to get through a tough stage as of last time. You know, during another recording session, but the recording was bad, so I didn't post it for all of you guys. 5 days in. So, you may not be able to see it, but I've reached level 76. And this is the current Smurf collection. I even have a wishing well. Next question. Are you playing any other Smurfs games? Yes, I am. Which ones? In addition to Smurfs Bubble Story, I am playing Smurfs Epic Run and Smurf Racer on my YouTube channel. Check them out. They each have their playlists on my channel. And enjoy yourselves. Please and thank you. Next question. Are you happy with what became of this game? That's kind of hard to discern, so let me say it like this. If I'm happy about this being a mobile app game instead of a console game, like most video games based off of movies are, I'm indifferent about that. Now, am I happy about this being a puzzle game? That I actually am, since puzzle games are my favorite type of games to play. Seconded by racing games. Next question. Do you use the Facebook features of this game? Actually, I am. When you get to the starting page, there's a blue button underneath the play that lets you connect to Facebook. If that isn't there, you're already connected to Facebook. Most of the friends that I have, except for one friendly rival, are playing Smurfs Epic Run. So, once I get them, well, coax them into playing Bubble Story, all will be good in the world. Next question. How do you feel about the game's new HUD? Yeah. As you can see, the bottom of the screen has the stage and the settings. Normally, this would be up at the top, the layout is completely different. Another thing that's different is when you touch a Smurf, they dangle like this. They don't normally dangle like that beforehand. Another interesting change that I like was how they gave certain characters voices. Well, they've all had voices, but they took audio clips from the movie and made it as voices for the characters. Would you change anything about the new HUD? And if so, explain. The only thing I would change is the meter underneath the regular story missions, which is the Papa Smurfs quest. I would have placed it next to the missions tab, but the reason I say that is because it gets in the way when you're trying to show off your main page of Smurfs here. Next question. What is your opinion about the daily reward system? Well, as you guys just saw, when I opened up for progress, I got my daily rewards. The daily rewards have been rather nice, but after you get the first 7-day streak, you know, it's kind of lacking. There needs to be a bit more coming out of these 7-day reward systems, like more hearts or a bunch more coins at the end. That would work. Next question. How difficult is Smurfs Bubble Story to you? The difficulty for this game is justified. Even though there are levels where it's a complete pain in the cakes. It's justified all the way. It's supposed to be hard on its moments. It's supposed to be easy on its moments. Next question. Other than clearing levels, what is the hardest thing to do while playing Smurfs Bubble Story? That would be obtaining coins. There's never enough ways to get more coins in the game. And I hope that changes sometime soon. Next question. Smurfs Bubble Story recently introduced missions to players. How do you feel about this feature? Well, I already talked about the Papa Quest bar, which is what they're talking about, the quest missions. Currently, I am 40% on them. Yeah, the very first challenge, which was pop 50 yellow balloons, when it started on the stage, I popped 47. And until almost the end of that mission, stages I encountered, including boss fights, did not have any yellow bubbles. So depending on where your stages are, where you are in the game as far as your levels, will determine if you can complete or fail these Papa's quest missions. Rewards are pretty decent. The wishing well came out of the rewards, as did Mime Smurf right here. I got him out of a reward. Next question. Oh, what I would change about the missions. Originally when I started doing the missions, I clicked on the little tab right here. And it was like, okay. And I figured after pressing okay, it would take me to a whole nother spot during the stage. But it's actually, you clear the Papa Smurf quest as you go through the regular levels of the game. And one person in the Android Google Play Store actually complained about the mission, saying that when you clear all the stages in the game, you only get 3 attempts to clear Papa Smurf's quest, and then you fail it. I hope that isn't true, and if that is true, I hope you guys adjust that later on as Smurfs Bubble Story development team. Next question. Which Smurfs from the village, okay, the male village that appeared in the movie, would you add to the game if asked, and where? I don't think the end credits would count, so I guess 100th Smurf is out of the question, but other than that, I would add 2. He barely showed up during the movie, but I would add Flying Smurf to this game, if he isn't already. Don't know where I would put him. Also, I would add Winter Smurf to the game. And I would place Winter Smurf, if it was just up to me, I would place Winter Smurf as the last Smurf that you get in the game. Once you clear the game, you would get Winter Smurf. Only, instead of him looking like a regular Smurf like he did in the movie as he beat Loser Smurf in Checkers, I would give him his Smurf's Epic Run look with the green tank top and the medal around his chest. He doesn't necessarily wear the sarsaparilla laurel, but tank top and medal around the chest, that's a plus. Next question. More than Smurfs can be unlocked in Smurfs Bubble Story. Like this wishing well right there and Spitfire. Which non-Smurf characters would you like to be unlocked if they aren't already? 3 come to mind. I'm currently in the Rabbit Warren, so one of the characters I'm hoping to unlock is Bucky. I'd like to get that rabbit unlocked. Another character I would like to get unlocked is Snappy Bug. You know, Brainy's faithful ladybug who doubled as a map reader and camera. She was pretty cool. Would like to see her as a collectible to unlock in the game and add to the collection. I could put her next to Brainy Smurf too. Next question. Which of the playable Smurfs has the best, worst, most, or least useful special moves in your opinion? Ooh. Best special move is kind of a toss-up. I don't see anybody with a best special move yet. Worst special move, however, is Hefty. Especially with the dragonfly eggs that are out in the game now. It's like the dragonfly eggs are a low-rent version of Hefty's special, or his super move. So it's kind of blah. Hefty's is also, to me, the least useful. Again, dragon eggs are low rent, and sometimes the blast from it doesn't really help you out as much as you want it to. Most useful is a toss-up between Smurfette and Clumsy Smurf's special moves. And Clumsy Smurf's special move I found works better when you don't bounce it off walls. Next question. When it comes to power-ups, which one is your most and least favorite? I don't have a most favorite. Least favorite, I would say, is the +5 bubbles. Same question, which one is the most and least useful? The one that I use the most is the rainbow bubble. That would be pretty cool. Least useful, I'm not really sure. Okay, next question. If there's one thing you can change about Smurfs Bubble Story's power-ups, what would it be? Before I get into answering this question, there's one thing I want to address about the Q extend. Smurfs Bubble Story development team, maybe you can clear this up for me. I found out on the Q extend, you know, that's the one where you get 4 bubbles in the thing instead of 2. If you have 3 shots remaining, you are unable to switch the bubbles around. I don't know if you guys have done that by design or if that's a glitch, but I just want you guys to be aware of that. Now, what I would change is the refill system. I'll be honest with you guys, the refill system in this game for the power-ups is terrible. Having to pay just to get 1 back is highway robbery. When we're introduced to power-ups, you get 3 and you have to use 1, which leaves you 2 of them when you're in trouble. If it were me, and I hope you guys do this on a future update, when you pay coins to refill the power-ups, you should get all 3 back, not just 1. Especially the super fill one where you pay 2,000 coins for that. Paying 2,000 coins, which are hard enough on their own to collect, just to get 1 back, that's very unfair. So yeah, 3 instead of 1 on the refill. Frankly, In my opinion, that's how it should be. Next question. What do you think about the boss battle mechanic? I actually like the boss battle mechanic. I've only faced Gargamel, but I do like the boss battle mechanic. It's really interesting. You know, I was thinking it'd be more along the lines of a versus fight, but boss battle fight, how it is good. I like it. Next question. Which bosses would you like to see in Smurfs Bubble Story if they aren't already? I would have normally said Azrael on this question, but Azrael's in the game. So, keeping with the spirit of Gargamel's crew, I would like to see Monty as a boss. That crazy bird. Oh, man. I mean, if it were up to me and I made Monty as a boss, the first person to face off against Monty would be Clumsy Smurf, especially since him and Smurfstorm had to deal with Monty in the movie. Another one, which I'm hoping is a boss when I get there in the game, is the Smurf Dragon. Because when the team ran into the Smurf Dragon, I thought that was really cool. And I have to actually look at the toys to figure out the name of the thing. But yeah, I would like to see the Smurf Dragon as a boss. Next question. Other than difficulty, what one thing do you dislike the most regarding the normal stage mechanics? How bubble RNG can screw you over. There are those times where getting your next bubble should be the one that gets you out of the stage. But there have been times where it gives you the wrong bubble and the stage should have been cleared. You know, that irritates me more than the difficulty, actually, because there are those moments through my playing of this game, and again, I have a playlist of Smurfs Bubble Story on my channel. Check the playlist section, where I should have cleared stages, but bad bubble RNG is like access denied. We know you need that red bubble to drop this small bunch in the last collectible, but we're going to give you the green bubble that you don't need. That so sucks. That sucks. Next question. Which female Smurfs, other than the ones you collect normally, would you like in the game? Say it with me now, everybody. A-L-L. And I'm not just spelling all. I am referring to an anagram that stands for absolutely love the ladies. What I've been told in the art book is that 99 girls were added to the universe, including Lily, Willow, Stormy, and Blossom, which you will find normally in the game, which makes 95 other girls. So if we can't get all the 95 other ladies that were added, I do have a choice number of picks. First and foremost, Smurf Melody. You know, it is mentioned not only on the Smurf social media, but on the movie that Smurf Melody, voiced by Meghan Trainor, is the voice of the movie. So not having the Smurf that is the voice of the movie, which this game is based off of, not in the game, is kind of foul play. You know, she should be in the game. Another one that showed up in the movie is Smurf Jade. She introduced herself to Papa Smurf, and I thought that she was voiced by Tara Strong, but apparently I'm wrong. Her in the game. Want her there. I mean, she had a line. Smurf Melody didn't even get a line. She just bounced off of stuff and giggled. And now, picture time. If no one else... Oh, wait. No, not that picture. Let's go to the art book. Get the camera to focus on this. Focus, camera. Camera, focus. Jeez, need to pull it in. Oh, it's the light. Jeez. Wow, that is bad focus. Okay, try that one more time. There we go. Yeah, these 4 girls in the band, that'd be nice to get them. Especially that one with the hair covering her eyes. If not all 4 of these girls in Melody's band, let me get the one with the hair covering her eyes. Gotta have her. Then we have that one with that purple flower in her hat, which is actually a lotus flower. Yeah, let me get Smurf Lotus in the game here. Right there. Love to get Smurf Lotus in here. But if not any of the other girls that I've chosen, you have to at least give me all the girls in Smurfette's dance troupe. Look at this. Great shot. We got Smurf Blossom over there, Smurf Lily. To the right of Smurfette, that's Smurf Daisy. And then this other girl, which has that lovely hair that I like. I mean, if I had to guess, that would be Smurf Holly. I don't know. Smurf Blossom named off a lot of girls. What was it? Smurf Holly, Smurf Petal, Smurf Clover, Smurf Hazel, Smurf Daisy. I believe that's it. I'll watch the movie again and find out. But yeah, give me those girls. Love to have them there. Also, I want to make a note on the aesthetics changes on the girls. Let me just zoom in on... Ooh, did not mean to pick you up there, Hefty. Let me zoom in on Smurf Lily as close as I can get it. Oh, I guess that is it. I've noticed that Smurf Lily is wearing heels. In the movie, she didn't wear heels. She wore flat shoes. But as we learned in the art book, there were 2 different shoe designs for the girls. There were the flat shoes and the heels. It makes sense, but I just wanted to note that out there. And please, more of the ladies from the movie in this game. Don't make the mistake that Smurfs Epic Run did and they only give you less than a handful of the ladies from Smurfy Grove in that game. Give us all these lovely ladies, or at least the ones that I mentioned during this survey. Love to see them all kicking it and get the rest of the girls of Smurfette's dance troupe. They can all stand together in a line. Next question. In your opinion, how well does the events of Smurf Bubble Story portray the events of Smurf the Lost Village? Shouldn't that be how well do the events? Put, put, put on the gas. Guess these guys can't English. It should be how well do the events of Smurf Bubble Story portray the events of Smurf the Lost Village. I won't get on the grammar of Smurfs because school's out. But on a serious note, the game's events actually give the movie's events justice. There are things in this game that we don't mention in the movie, especially the one where we get Karate Smurf, and he talks about how karate is art in motion, visual art in motion. I mean, the only segment we get with Karate Smurf is when Smurfette kicks Old Boy in the balls instead of knocking the hammer off of his head, which honestly, she should have kicked him that way, because if she had kicked that high, dude would have got a nice bit of eye candy. But yes, kudos for doing justice with this game's events, at least so far, to the events of the actual movie. Thank you guys at Sony. I know you guys worked on not only the movie, but the game as well. Good job. Which leads to the next question. Rating Smurfs Bubble Story on a scale of 1 to 10. I give this an 8. And that's a real solid 8. There are those moments where Bubble RNG is a pain and unfair. There are those moments where you'll hit that Roblox section and gotta give me the 3 on the refills for the power-ups, guys. Hopefully you guys do that on the next update, because I know your Twitter page said that you guys are constantly adding new Smurfs every month. And on that note, as a quick pause, and let me just move the screen down a bit. The Smurfs Bubble Story Twitter page, they were rather happy with me when I took this screenshot of the Smurf collection that I had at the time. They are encouraging players, again, to take a screen cap of this very scene in your game and post it to their social media. They would love to see your collections. Okay. Next question. How would you rate Sony's performance in the development of Smurfs Bubble Story? I think I just answered this. You guys did a good job. I hope you do more games as far as these lovely ladies are concerned and everybody in this version of Smurfs Bubble Story. Because I do like the blue buddies and the blue babes expanding the crew. Next question. Have you made any in-app purchases? No, I have not. Why not? Well, let's take a look at the in-app purchases. The in-app purchases are only set amounts of coins. Normally when it comes to in-game currency, I would rather earn it going through stages or like doing daily rewards instead of actually having to buy it. You know, there are a lot of people who don't have credit cards, so buying in-app purchases is kind of hard. One person who gave this a low rating on Google Play said they had to use in-app purchases just to buy power-ups to get through the game. I don't know if that guy was a bad shot or not, because he couldn't get any help, but you know, that's just me. I haven't bought any of the in-app purchases, you know. I guess I should say what could be nice as an in-app purchase, since I have the time and there's like a couple more questions left. I really don't know. Maybe give me an exclusive Smurf as an in-app purchase that gives you power-ups or whatnot. And if you know what the wishing well does, if anyone knows what the wishing well does, let me know in the comment section below. Next question. Would you recommend Smurfs Bubble Story to your friends if they already have? Final question. What game mechanic idea would you add within reason to Smurfs Bubble Story if the team asked you to do it? Simple. I'm going to go back to the whole it's hard to get coins idea. I would do like a little bit of a bonus point issue where for every 3 bubbles you manage to keep left over, if you finish your, if you finish the levels with shots left over, for every 3 bubbles you save, you should get 1 coin back. But anyway, that's the survey, you guys. Thanks for hearing me out. If you agree or disagree with any of my answers to this survey, let me know in the comment section below. Try this out for yourselves on your channels and in your communities. Share it with your communities. I'm sure all of you Smurf friends out there on social media would post their answers to their social medias, and I'm sure that Smurfs Bubble Story social medias would also love to hear your answers to the survey. But now I take my goose from the oven because I'm done. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.